Hello everyone, a quick message to share to you that most that you will see in this episode has been recorded before the change of lineup that we have made with the switch from Samuel Bean to Luke Smith. In terms of recruitment for teams, we are recruiting drivers on all the games when the competition will happen on a new one. And this year in F1 2022, you know that there has been new regulation and a new change of physics, which has been favorable to some drivers but not to others. Looking at that and all the data that we had, that's why we have made the decision of this switch in the lineup, because Luke had more potential and we thought that it was the best decision. So thank you again for your support and for your understanding. Of course, we have tried to manage as much as possible the situation of Samuel and wish him the best of luck for the future, whether it's in esports but also in content creation, because it was a big wish from him to pursue that career path. So expect to see more about our preparation in the series just before running into event 1 in this new episode of the Conquest. Second season for us, on F1 2022 this time, so on the new game. A lot of changes, such as in real life, and so everything to relearn again in 2022.
The major differences are, I think the car is definitely heavier. You could see it, it's much more heavier than last year. The car is more understeered to drive. At the same time, I think Codemasters did an amazing job with the feeling of the car and the drive, the handling. So I'm expecting a lot from this season.
The game has been released on the 1st of July. We had the beta just before, so we already tried some stuff on it, but at the beginning, the first step for us is to try to understand the game, so we are not really focusing on developing setup already. The first step is for the player to understand the new regulation with the new cars, and we will see a bit later, probably during the next bootcamp, starting the real preparation with finding the perfect setup for each event of the F1 Esports Series Pro Championship.
No. Say it again.
This one?
Yeah.
Multi-joueur.
Not that far. Multijoueur.
VF1.
F1. VF1.
VF1.
Join me. No. Looks like dumb people.
I think we get along really well together. I mean, I think it's still early days, but I think it's looking really good.
I think the work is pretty good between all three of us and we get along pretty well. When it's needed, we tend to actually focus quite a bit on the practice, but obviously it can be a bit more relaxed, you know, just some jokes and here and there around, and I think it's just pretty good teamwork in general.
As you know, in the team, we're always trying new things. Last year, we introduced a lot of new tools for the neurovisual performances, and we had a new test with a helmet to basically analyze your brain and how it functions, with the idea of testing the drivers and how we can help them to better perform.
So the feeling of the headset was, I mean, quite comfortable. I mean, it was a bit tighter than a usual headset.
First one, you have to close your eyes for 3 minutes. Try to stand still and not think of anything. But of course you will think of of things. So just relax it. And when you're ready, you click.
It was pretty interesting to know the test results as well. I mean, I knew I had like sleeping problems, but I didn't know that it can like say these things of me, of my brain. So it was quite interesting.
So for Philippe, it's looked really good. Nothing has been revealed, like nothing bad, I would say. For Patrick as well, we just need to pay attention to the sleeping routine of Patrick. It seems that he's a bit lacking of that. We need to understand why he's not sleeping well. It can be a lot of things, and at the end, those kind of information that we have can help him to improve himself and to have a better performance.
So my name is Amir Shitai. I'm the head of strategy for the Shamir Group and also in charge leading the gaming initiative. Shamir is a global company. We operate all around the world. We are in the field of optics and we produce lenses and eyewear to improve the well-being and or the performance of the wearers of the glasses. We are all about coming up with new innovations and new technologies to improve lives by improving vision. So this is our second visit to the Limoges base of Alpine Esports team. In the previous meeting that we have in the first boot camp, it was all about learning about esports. We had knowledge about F1 in general because of the partnership with Alpine, but we didn't know enough about esports. So we came here to learn both about the sport itself, about sim racing, and also specifically about the drivers. After we finished the first visit, we went back home to our labs, and together with the Alpine team, we thought about several directions that we can introduce for the team, specifically for the drivers, that can make them better, improve their well-being, their comfort, and at the end of the day, the performance to help them win the races. This bootcamp is mostly about testing possible directions that we developed based on the conclusions from the first bootcamp that we were in. Now we brought with us a few pairs of glasses for the guys to try. All of the drivers used different glasses in subjective testing, so they each had several performance evaluations. They gave us qualitative inputs, basically their impressions about the glasses. And based on this, we can go back into our home base and then work again with the team to produce even better glasses that can really help the guys. Glasses can definitely help the performance. By using glasses, we can decrease the fatigue, we can increase the response times, and we can generally improve the feeling and the well-being of the drivers. When the driver is less tired, when he's reacting faster, when he's feeling better, he's winning the race. You can also think about sunglasses. If you see long-distance runners, like in marathon, they will usually have the sunglasses on because it makes them more convenient, it helps them feel better, and they are all about performance. So it's just a small example of how glasses can help. So like you have glasses for the sun, you can also have glasses for the gaming as well.
The next month is going to be really difficult because it's like this for everyone. They are preparing as much as they can. They are sweating as much as they can to maximize all the lap time, to maximize all the strategies and stuff like that, to know everything about the game. It's like a usual esports preparation, so we are used to it.
The preparation in general is going to be pretty intense, I think. So we'll see what we can do, and it will be quite difficult, but we'll get through it.
As we said at the beginning of this episode, Luke Smith is now joining the team full-time for our F1 Esports program at Alpine Esports. Luke is a young guy from Great Britain, 16 years old, the youngest driver on the grid actually in F1 Esports. He did qualify through the Pro Exhibition Series. He even finished second in the LAN event at Silverstone, and we are definitely looking forward to the debut of his own season. Luke has been also part of the Race Clutch Academy for more than a year now, and you have seen him in many league races competition. So stay tuned and see you into the next episode to watch out about the start of the F1 Esports Pro Championship 2022 season.